Some sick, it's something you must know. The way I just hop on the mic and bust flows. A lot of y'all niggas be sounding like us.
What up, what up, what up, everybody? It's your boy, Cardinal Red, and we are back for another one, man. Alright, y'all, so, trying to do a few upgrades to the channel, man. Uh, big news just dropped, man. Big news just dropped. Okay, so the title of this video is going to be Errol Spence Cancelled, Manny Pacquiao versus Yordenis Ugas, the setup fight. Alright, y'all, so, I had a whole list of videos I was going to do about the Errol Spence fight and Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence fight. Then I started working on a little docu-series that I was trying to work on, that I wanted to put out. And in the midst of working on that, the news about the fight being canceled came up. So I'm like, man, now I got to start all over again. And it's the reason I really don't want to spend a lot of time even focusing on fight hype. I kind of would rather just wait for the fight to happen, then start commentating on it, because you never know, like, when something's gonna get canceled, something's gonna get changed. Somebody's gonna catch the Rona. You just never know what's gonna happen nowadays. So basically, I had to put that on hold. Man, I'm out here chilling, man. I'm in the park, and it's all kind of people walking around, man. I'm in Errol Park, Louisville, Kentucky, man. L's up. So anyway, Errol Spence canceled. Errol Spence Jr., he's taking a lot of heat right now, for lack of a better word, man. He's taking a lot of heat, and rightfully so, man. For you to back out of a fight 2 weeks before the fight, less than 2 weeks before the fight, for what could only amount to, the only thing I could see that happened would be that he got thumbed in the eye by his sparring partner's glove and probably scratched his retina. Now, that's very painful. I don't know if you've ever done that to yourself. I've done it to myself before. It's very, very painful. It can impair your sight. It can make you blink a lot. It can make you paw at it a lot. And it does take a little while for that to heal. But here's my thing. Everybody gave Manny Pacquiao flack for saying he was injured during the Mayweather fight. Even though he actually went and got surgery, got his arm repaired, took a little time off to heal the injury, he still got caught flack for... But here's the thing. He still fought Mayweather. He didn't like say, oh, well, my shoulder's injured, I'm going to back out of the fight the day before the fight because my shoulder's injured. He actually still went in there and fought Mayweather. And some people think he won, some people think he lost, but he still gave the effort to fight Mayweather. My problem is that people still chewed him up within the media, the bloggers, fans. They still chewed him up, his performance up, and the fact that he said, hey, I was hurt during that fight. But I think Errol Spence Jr. is going to get a pass because of the type of fan base that he has, similar to the Mayweather fan base. Mayweather can do no wrong if he wronged his opponent. But if his opponent wronged him in some kind of small little way, they're going to chew him up. Or if his opponent throws dirt on the fight or says, hey, you had an advantage, then Mayweather's fans basically chew that person up and spit him out. So I think it's going to be an unfair situation to where Errol Spence has similar fans to what Mayweather has, so I think they're going to give him a pass. Oh, well, injured eye is worse than a shoulder injury, or injured eye impairs a fight more than a shoulder injury would. And I'm gonna say this: how do you, an injured eye is just as bad as a shoulder injury, because how do you fight without throwing punches? If you only got one arm, it's not a fair fight. If you only got one eye, it's not a fair fight. Do I feel like Spence should be able to back out of that fight? Yes, I totally agree. I think he should be able to back out only if they reschedule the fight. I don't think he should have been able to say, hey, well, I'm just not going to fight him. Because I think it's awkward timing. Because we just recently saw Pacquiao knock out one of his sparring partners, or there's rumors of him knocking out a sparring partner, and then you back out of the fight because of an eye injury. You know, I'm kind of dumbfounded, to be completely honest with you, because if Pacquiao would have said the same thing, if Manny Pacquiao would have said, hey, I injured my eye, Boo Boy dropped the taco shell and it got caught in my eyeball and I got to go get surgery, it would have been game over. He wouldn't have been able to show his face in public for at least a month the way the bloggers would have chewed him up. And I you know, me personally, man, I try not to go that far with my blogging anymore, man, because I think it's unfair. I really don't know a lot of these people. And in one-on-one situations, a lot of these people that chew you up through the internet would never even say anything to you negative to you to your face because of the type of people that they are. So, you know, I really don't, me personally, I don't take it seriously, but it gets a lot of views when people bash Manny Pacquiao for whatever reason. You know, if Manny Pacquiao was to come out and say, hey, I'm injured, you know, we need to call off the fight for X amount of weeks, chewed up in the media, completely chewed up in the media. And I think you would not see Pacquiao actually in public for a long while. It's a lot of people out here walking. They probably wonder, what the hell am I doing? But, you know, how you doing? Look, I don't talk about people, okay? You know, but there's a lot of weird people in Louisville. Anyway, what was I saying? But he would have got chewed up in the media. I think Errol Spence is going to get a pass for this, and I think that it's unfair for Manny Pacquiao to get chewed up in the media, but somehow we get to give Errol Spence a pass because he's because he's the champion, or I don't know why you would give him a pass, other than, you know, he's the champion and he's your favorite fighter at the moment. You know, I don't think he deserves a pass for this one. I think he deserves all the ridicule. At worst come to worst, what he should have did was say, hey, I injured myself. It might take 5 weeks to heal it. Let's put the fight off 5 weeks. There was no talk of rescheduling. It's already been rescheduled to Yordenis Ugas, which is out of left field if you ask me, because how did they make a Ugas fight that fast and not make the Ugas fight before the Errol Spence fight or the Terrence Crawford fight? If you could have made the Ugas fight that easily, why have we waited 7 months? Why do we have to wait, 4 months to get the no from Terrence Crawford, and then 7 months, and then like 7 months to get the Errol Spence fight that just got canceled? It really makes no sense to me. None of this really makes sense to me at the moment. But I feel like this about the Ugas fight. I feel like it's almost like, well, they dangled a carrot out there with Errol Spence for Pacquiao. Okay, let's set the fight up, and then let's see how he does in training. Let's see how he actually looks. And if he looks too good, we're going to back out and put you guys in there and see if you guys can soften him up for Spence. I think that's exactly what they're... If you watch my last video, go back and watch my last documentary. It's called American Gangsters of Boxing. I'm going to be doing a lot more of that. So thumbs that up and just watch a few minutes of it for your boy. But I explained this whole concept in that video as well. They're trying to soften Pacquiao up. You take out the fight that he really wanted, the meal ticket fight. You put in a Jeff Horn style fighter who's a bruise him up, head butting, elbow style fighter, because he's much bigger than Pacquiao. Wear Pacquiao down, and then 3 months, 4 months down the line, you throw him in the ring with Errol Spence Jr. with why he's banged up and Pacquiao's banged up. But you know what? Errol Spence might not be actually banged up. We don't know if he's actually even injured, or is this just an excuse to get Pacquiao into a fight with somebody he shouldn't be in the ring with at this point in his career. Other than getting that belt back, there's no point of this Yordenis Ugas fight. And I feel like for them to throw it after this quickly, it shows there's something fishy going on behind the scenes. Be careful, Pacquiao. Errol Spence Jr. is canceled, man. Manny Pacquiao versus Yordenis Ugas could very well be a setup fight. Hit that like button for me. Please subscribe. It's your boy Cardinal Red, and we are out of here. Where we at, man?